Here we are again to feed ourselves basic information and the necessary information that is very important to our health. Can somebody tell me, can you imagine you going on in the hallway at your place of work? All of a sudden, you're going with your colleague. All of a sudden, the colleague just started holding on to the wall. Before you know it, has fall down on the floor. He has fallen down on the floor. And then before you call for help, and before the first aid could be started on him, he started having facial dripping and lost speech.
I'm ready.
That is one thing untreated, unmanaged hypertension can cause person. Hypertension is a very deadly and dangerous disorder, but most people doesn't pay so many attention that is required on this disorder, which has sent a lot of people to their early graves. Hypertension is a thing that need to be focused on. You need to start. I'll advise you to see your provider when you start checking your blood pressure, and you see that your blood pressure is between your systolic blood pressure is between 120 to 139, and your diastolic blood pressure is between 80 to 89. That means you are having a pre-hypertension. Hypertension has actually come in place if you have your systolic blood pressure from that 139 to 159, while your diastolic blood pressure range between to 99. That means there is something wrong. And when you start feeling like symptoms like dizziness, nose bleeding, and all that, you need to consult your provider in order for further evaluation to be made, in order for them to know what is necessary treatment for you. So hypertension can cause so many complications if it is not well treated. A complication like a stroke could come on with hypertension. Blindness, because when the artery in the eye consume too much pressure of blood, it can burst, and when it bursts, it can affect the eye, which cause blindness. And at the same time, complication of hypertension is heart attack and all that. So unmanaged hypertension could cost our life, which is more important for us to try as much as we can to pay a good attention on what it is that we are doing that can be giving us this problem. There is no a specific cause of hypertension, but there are certain series of risks that are related to hypertension that can cause hypertension. Restlessness, when you stay too long at night, when you don't go to bed at the time you're supposed to go to bed, that means you are giving your heart unnecessary work, extraordinary work to do, to still be pumping your heart, to pumping blood throughout your body actively. Because when you are resting, you give the heart the minimum work to do. And there are some other things that can cause it. Smoking, excessive alcohol, high level of sodium food, all these things can cause hypertension. High cholesterol meal, like consuming a bunch of meat as dinner, breakfast, lunch, all these are basic risk that can cause hypertension, because too much of meat consumption will cause obesity. Obesity leads to hypertension. So all these things need to be watched. And then I'm sure when you see your provider, when you start seeing some symptoms in you, unusual symptoms, and you consult your provider, I'm sure these are one of the first advice the provider is going to provide you. It's going to tell you that you limit your sodium intake, you limit your alcohol consumption, you take rest, go to bed at the normal time, and all that. So when you do that, that means your hypertension level can be adequately managed and it could be under control if you abide with the advice the provider gave you, because it can still give you something like exercise, weight loss and all that. So but if person fail to do all those advice, it could lead to a situation whereby medication will be the lender of last resort, the last thing that we could do to bring the high blood pressure under control. They'll have to place you on certain high blood pressure medication. It depends on how complicating the high blood pressure has been worrying you. You can be on two different high blood pressure medication. You can be on one, you can be on three. So what I'm saying at this medium is for us to understand what high blood pressure is all about, what could cause it, how to be properly managed, and to know the symptoms, to recognize it, the symptoms of complication when it comes to place, so that we can seek for an emergency intervention right away in order for us not to go to early grave or not to become disabled as a result of unmanaged high blood pressure. That's all I have for you today, and I hope every one of you get this information right here, and you are going to all use it, because I personally didn't know about all these things before until I seek for information about how our heart work and the high blood pressure in particular through America Heart Association. So I hope you all use it and it's useful to you all. Thank you.